modern mothers know they're busy all throughout the day, and morning is no exception. How can the mother on the go find time to ensure her family gets the nutrition they need?
You can say that again. Some days there's just no time to cook, and my children are such fussy eaters.
Worry no more, Mom. Just turn to Sugar Bombs, America's leading breakfast cereal. Just add cold milk, and your family has a delicious and nutritious breakfast. With 47 grams of sugar per serving, you can feel confident your loved ones will have the energy they need to face the day.
Thanks, Sugar Bombs.
And they're not just good for you. Kids love the delicious taste. Isn't that right, Billy?
That's right, sir. Hi, everyone. I'm Billy, average American boy. Gosh, I sure do love Sugar Bomb cereal. It puts a real pep in my step. What's more, right now, if you collect 10 box tops from Sugar Bomb cereal, you can send them in for a real Dr. Zorbo decoder wristband and a booklet of fun activities. It's swell.
Billy. So remember, smart moms do Sugar Bombs for a happy and healthy family.
Chapter 4 of Hardest Sea, A Dread Island Tale. 7 days after their maroon, we find our trinity of wayward castaways making their way through the little explored northern region of the island. The need for fresh food has driven them ever further in their expedition, and as luck would have it, they found a shallow pond teeming with bright fish. The weather was warm, and the wind was mild, although young Anna had grown seasoned and wise enough to know that fine weather meant little for a fine day on Dread Island.
Hard. Great job finding this place. Look at all these fish. You can hang them like they can't dry and we'll keep them contained.
Anna, it does appear safe, but we must be careful. We cannot grow complacent on this island.
Well, we've got you to look out, don't we, Hart? Say, why don't you tell us some jokes about this? Yeah, some jokes, Hart.
Never trust atoms. They make up everything.
Tell us another, Hart.
Doctor, there's a patient on line 1 that says he's invisible. Well, tell him I can't see him right now.
You sure got some good ones, Hart.
Franklin, children, my sensors are picking up an energy signal in the vicinity. It appears harmless, but I cannot determine its location. The signal originates a short distance west of our position.
What is it, Hart? Should we go find out? Easy, Mando, not so fast. Let's just take a quick look, okay, Hart? It may be something useful.
I never
I am not
imagined that I
reading
would
from
share a home
danger,
with
but I advise you
somebody
proceed with extreme caution.
Hart, Anna, and Emilio quickly set off, following the robot's sensor readings. Through hanging leaves and twisting vines they search, Hart's machinery carefully tracking the unknown signature. After a time, the thick vegetation gives way to a clearing that ends against a tall cliff of stone. Hart and the children find themselves obstructed a large entranceway leading deep into the cliff. A trapezoidal doorway twice as tall as a man. Set into the sides of the portal are strange devices, each containing a large flat disc of a strange material and fastened on a swiveling mount.
Look at those things. Wow, Hart. Who could have built something this peculiar out of these big stones? And that device?
This construction contains the source of the energy readings. My scans indicate these structures are over 1,000 years old, and... Anna, I am afraid it looks like Emilio is not waiting for further analysis.
Anna, look! Emilio, wait! Don't touch anything!
Before he can be stopped, Emilio has pushed on the nearest of the odd metal devices along the side of the doorway. It spins far more easily than its ancient appearance would suggest. Upon coming to the end of its spin, the disc catches the beams of the bright afternoon sun. Anna's eyes stare in amazement as the beam jumps down the hallway, illuminating it as bright as moonlight. As the sunbeam travels, it meets similar attached fixtures down the hall, and fills the entire structure with light, bouncing from disc to disc.
Well, isn't that something?
By now. I've got a bunch of monsters trashing the place yet again. Wipe them out before they have too much fun, yeah?
However, I recommend increased discretion. Anna, the source of the signal is close. My sensors have determined we could potentially use this energy to recharge my power cells.
All right, well, it's worth a quick look. But like you said, Hart,
I don't like killing.
dream car.
I'm just doing my job.
They follow the
Ha!
strangely
Just
angled
kidding.
hallway deep into the unknown. Finally, the long hall comes to an end. The sunlit disc revealing a large circular rotunda. Wrapped in intricate bindings of metal and curiously cut stone.
Anna, this mineral appears to be able to absorb energy from the sun and store it.
It's going to be. Will it be on the right side of history or the wrong one?
Okay, Hart, will.
With that, Anna advances, reaching out and pulling the dark, enchanting item from its cradle on top of the pedestal. With a rumble, the pillar of curiously cut stone and metal bindings begins to turn, spinning on strange axes, like the workings of a mad clock. It rapidly sinks into the floor, and then the ground itself begins to descend with it, dropping down into darkness where the illuminating beams cannot reach. The looming pit quickly expands by the eccentric road towards the Franklin children.
You know where I could get a good hoagie?
Welcome back, friend. Here I am. Situation? Guess you could call. Want to help kill? We've got problem I need, but be.
The children at heart rush
Rita,
back
it's
up the
me, your
hallway,
tour guide.
and every moment another row of floor drops away, mere steps behind them. The robot grabs both children by the scruff of their coats and charges up and out of the
Pocket
bizarre
of paradise. Closest we're gonna get out.
turn yards away as a dust cloud belches out of the entrance. Behind them, looming in darkness, some great invisible terror slowly grinds its way closer to the doorway, bellowing its stony refrain.
Hart, it's coming! Do something!
Anna, please keep Emilio back. I will engage my defenses.
Get it, Hart! Get it!
Hart unleashes its powerful laser attack, blasting the cliffside above the stone entryway. Massive chunks of rock face break away and fall, collapsing inward on the great stone gate. 1,000,000 tons of rubble fill the space where the strange hallway once stood. A safe distance away, Hart, Anna, and Amelia brush themselves off and observe the pile of stone where the curious architecture once stood.
Make it quick.
Hart,
I do.
could that possibly
We
have
kept the
been?
dots we were understanding
Something was
and
coming
sleep,
out of that
if you
dark
can find
cavern.
it.
Who
Good.
built that place?
If you can nap, well, get moving. You
Construction
can only...
remains unidentifiable.
No more jewels, Anna! You're right, Emilio. No more jewels, no matter how interesting they are. For that matter, no more going into any dark chambers. I think there's more strange things afoot here than we know.
With the lurking danger of the strange temple behind them, buried under tons of stone by Hart's laser, the three travel
I
back
gotta head
towards
home
their
before
inner
dark.
camp as the sun begins to set. Despite all they have learned and overcome so far, It seems there are still many secrets yet to be discovered on Dread Island.
I always enjoy a Porta Diner guaranteed fresh pie after dinner. That sure does smell fresh. Where can I get a Porta Diner guaranteed fresh pie? Well, Billy, you can find a Porta Diner guaranteed fresh pie at your neighborhood Red Rocket and other fine establishments. How swell. I'm gonna get Porta Diner guaranteed fresh pie today.
Nothing hits your alley finer than goodies from a Porta Diner.
Guaranteed fresh. Salisbury steak has Saddle-Up's rich, creamy texture. And no other Salisbury steak offers an official sticker on the package. Proof of its smoothness. In a nationwide study of thousands of citizens with normal digestion, noted steak specialists reported on a single case of irritable bowel, internal bleeding, or indigestion due to consumption of Saddle-Up Salisbury steak. Taste for yourself, and you'll be the next to realize why Saddle-Up Salisbury steak is the leading manufactured steak product in America and leads sales of all other factory-made Salisbury steak products by millions of barrels per year. Try it in a or alongside a lovely spoonful of salt. Saddle-Up Salisbury steak, the creamiest canned steak with flavor in the entire world. Look for the official sticker on the box. The sticker guarantees quality Salisbury steak. Gather around your radio once again for another exciting tale from the world of hubris. This week, on the latest episode following the exploits of our favorite villain, join in for another exciting installment of Corpo Primitive. Behold, my subjects.
How does he gonna stick around? Could use someone like you.
But his cheating ways will not go unpunished. I shall travel the universe to gather my forces and create
Mondays, am I right? No.
most destructive war machine ever conceived. And I will have my revenge.
Looks like Anna drank up all the coffee again.
Careful out there. Anything that crawls out of the pine
Hey,
barrens
Mrs.
is-
Woodbury, can I ask you a question?
Sure thing, Bobby. What's on your mind?
I'm having a little trouble with this whole quantum mechanics thing. How can your cat be both dead and alive? Sounds like a bunch of hooey to me.
All right. How about we change it up? Instead of a cat, let's put an ice-cold Nuka-Cola in the box.
Oh boy, that's a swell idea. But I don't get it. How does that change anything?
Think about it in terms of the number 2. Before we opened this box, the cat was 2 things, alive and dead. And when we quantize Nuka-Cola, it also becomes 2 things, flavorful and thirst-quenching.
Oh, I get it. number 2. That's why you twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and twice the taste.
I'd stay clear of the show.
Family.
I'd stay clear of the show.
Probably not.
I need you to get to the community center pronto. I've got word of some of my people that are stuck in there. They can't get past the overgrowth and ended up locking themselves in. I had to swallow the key, gut the plant folk, and get my people out of there.
From the creative minds of Aces and Eights, it's time to grab your pistols and saddle up. Get ready for an old-fashioned standoff with the Kitty and Stanley Van anticipated western of the year. I'm taking candy from a and that mad dog has been put down. Just like introducing Polly Ryder as Old Cat Polly. The Black Furies return in Last Stand at Fort McGee. Watching gorgeous Canada as the Fighting Furies take on the worst the Wild West has to throw at them as they make their last stand at Fort McGee. In theaters now.
Tonight, we bring you Chapter 1 of Escape from the 42nd Century. Another classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of K.D. Inkwell. We find ourselves in the hallowed halls of the Guild of Antiquity's hidden headquarters, far from the prying eyes of the common man. A bold experiment is underway, which hopes to dramatically improve the accuracy of the technology for time travel.
Miss Inkwell, please, hand me that chronometric calibrator. The time synchronization crystals are exhibiting very unusual resonation frequencies. Perhaps the new calculations will work
How the
after
hell
all.
do those floaters...
However, I must be sure.
Here you go, Dr. Jenkins. I know this will work. After all, you invented the Chronotron backpacks.
Indeed I did, KD. And these synchronization crystals are at the heart of that technology. Why, without them locking in the coordinates of a specific point of space-time, an operative could be catapulted to a time beyond our comprehension.
Our operatives all understand the danger, Doctor.
Our skills plus your gadgets have gotten us out of the tight spots imaginable. Never you mind theoretical problems. Just help me secure the chronotron to my back and let's continue the testing.
Always appreciate your moxie, KD. Forgive an old man his worrisome ways. I've made some small adjustments to the experimental calculations. I'll input them whenever you're ready.
No time like the present, Doctor.
Quite right. A quick audit then. Atomic cells to full. Synchronization crystals aligned. Flux channels cleared. It appears we're ready to engage. Now I must simply enter the calculations and... The readings are off the chart! Take off the dark path, KD! Quickly, before...
That doesn't sound quite right, Dr. Jenkins.
Crackle and a pop. Malfunctioning chronotron backpack sponge reactivated. Opening up a 5-time portal and calling her in. Synchronization crystal related to life. Sun control through the winding pathways of time. How far has she gone? And what strange unknowns will be mined on the other side?
Okay, let's see what's falling apart today.
Good evening, America. I'm Dr. Huckabee, a leading nuclear physician. Every red-blooded American knows that living in the
Oh,
nuclear...
you're the hero type, huh? I've been known to save a few cats from trees.
All of us know that radiation's warm glow is good for the brain, eyes, and skin. Certain individuals of frailer constitution have been known to suffer some small health effects. That's why 9 out of 10 of my colleagues recommend a daily dose of RAD-X, America's preferred anti-rad medication. RAD-X bolsters your body's own radiation resistance. Doctors spell safety RAD-X.
You couldn't pay me enough to join the Barrett Ranch. We always need extra hands on deck at City Hall. Consider joining us.
Led by some brute who takes the name Overgrown to a new level. The family and the showman sent some folks over, but they're about as fierce as a chipmunk in heat. Get on out here and show them how it's done.
installment of Adventures of the 42nd Century. The exciting conclusion of this classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of Heatwave. The marvelous sprawling metropolis of Sector 19 above. Our hero in the sewers below, in the company of the human resistance to mine, who seek to sublimate the last of the uninvolved into the genetically only collective consciousness.
Why do you listen like that?
These are all the great forces of individuality. The mind has control, but we have ourselves.
Where is those crazy walking dolphins walking on anywhere?
The mind is not always. The science of longer Earth had discovered that it was a trick. Thus was born the seeds of our genetic oppression. Soon after were melded the first minds. From then, war.
Those tuna-smelling porpoise people used Station Sigma to convert humans into their ranks. Against their will?
Station Sigma is the end of many individuals. Caitlin Peyton Brayden is there, my sister. Tomorrow she will be singular no more.
Your sister is going to be turned into one of those things. We have to stop them.
It's impossible.
This may not be anything new for you by now, but boy, is it a workout. I hope you aren't keeping a tally on how many times. Unfortunately.
Looks like you're still breathing.
Not on. And this will go a long way.
I see.
I've grown. We could.
Guess that means.
Don't expect me to know.
Urban all the goons.
Come out, little boy. Sigma of the battlefield will be cold-braided, and DC's atomic will was able to disrupt the hive mind. The chaos that this creates allows the resistance to easily overpower their dolphin overlords and save Caitlin Peyton Brayden from a life of tuna paste and servitude. Today has blown the winds of change. Individuals strong together.
Time crystal synchronized.
That's my cue. Take care of yourself, Jason David Brayden.
Farewell, strange one.
Inkwell, you're alive. What happened? I was scared half to death.
Let's just say I've lost my appetite for tuna sandwiches for a while.
Susan, what you doing?
Howdy-ho, James. What's the game?
I'm so hungry I could eat for days.
Come on now, James. Don't be sad. Look over there. It's the Fancy Lad.
Oh, hello there, children. How would you fancy some of my delicious Fancy Lad snack cakes?
Wow! Thanks, Fancy Lad.
Wow! Thanks, Fancy Lad.
I'll take my snack cakes across the world for the fancy boys and the fancy girls.
If I ever catch a glimpse of that wimp, I'd snap him like a twig. Some would say tax fraud is a victimless crime. You ready to get airborne? hop in and I'll fire her up.
Frederick was your average all-American nuclear roboticist, looking for solutions.
Well, QX-57, we've given you 2 machine guns, but how can we utilize these missiles?
Looking for advancements.
95 days on a single fusion core is good, but how can we make it better?
Looking for love.
Oh, QX-57. Well, I'm happy to dedicate my life to serving the old red, white, blue.
Authorized to make
I feel
exchanges.
like I missed my chance to meet
Contact your closest doctor. Customer service help workshop for
This Valentine's Day, find out what happens when artificial intelligence leads to real feelings.
I can't. You're a 2-ton weapon of mass destruction, and I'm just a human. You're right. I am a man. A man with the need for love.